so now we're going to turn our attentions here to the stabiliser bars. Now these cannot be fitted in the conventional way as previously shown, but with this being a very old kit, although Turntable sell the kit, it's still the very old Triang tooling, so it is a very worn out kit, and you can see from little bits here that there is quite an awful lot of flashing around the edges of the parts. So first thing we've got to do is clean off all the flashing, assemble them all, and then we can then work out exactly how much of the centre section here we need to cut out to enable to glue it to the sides, and then hopefully make it look like it was actually intended to be there as it was. So we'll get on with the build now, and then we'll go from there. I've cleaned all the flashing off it all now. One small problem I've found is there is a hole here, and that needs to be all the way through for the wheel to sit into. So we've got to, I do hope you can see this. So with a file, I'm just pushing it through so that it reveals the hole. So I've just got to do that on all of these. But I mean, I don't mind doing these kits. I love building kits, to be honest with you. I have a lot of car kits that I've been building over the years. A lot of them that I was building when I was giving up smoking. So yes, filthy habit, I know. But I haven't had a cigarette now in nearly 12 years, so that's got to be a plus. Okay, so my glue of choice here is super glue. There we go, that's one done. I've just got to build the other three. Okay, I thought I'd show you where I'm at right now. My initial plan was to use some of these ratio bridge pieces I'm going to cut it down, slot it in there so that I've got a flat edge at the bottom, and then place one of these underneath that flat edge on that ridge there. But I've been having a look at a couple of photographs online. There is one turntable I've been looking at which is strangely very much like how this is now. And its outriggers are sitting very close to the edge here. I've just super glued this one in place, so I'm not going to touch it at the moment. I've got a weight on the top here as well, just to keep it all nice, still and square. But yeah, that's actually looking the part, that is. So I'm going to leave that one to set, and then I'll glue the other three in just like that. And on the other side here, obviously it's going to be sitting underneath this walkway here. And once all assembled, you won't see these bogies here either. So it will actually look like it's running on the outriggers, but it isn't. So there you go, that's where we're at right now. I will come back to you when that stage is done. And then hopefully we might even actually have a test as well, see if it does actually work. So here's the stage we're at the moment. I've now refitted the turntable platform itself. It's now got stabilisers on there, and once it's all finished and the walls are up and everything, you won't see these bogies here. But it's these wheels here that are keeping it flat, keeping it balanced. So here's the stage we're at right now. I've put the legs from the microwave on the base here to protect the electronics underneath. The circuit board that I had from the microwave. Ignore the switches for now, but here we are. We've got the turntable. The outer track ring is now glued down, and we're ready for another test to see whether it'll actually do a full revolution. Without making any noise. Creaking's good. Here we go. Sorted. Excellent. I'm so glad that works. Right then, let's sort the wiring out. So the wiring, we're pretty much there now. It's now working, which is a plus. I still need to do a little bit of tinkering with it, just get the sensitivity right. I've added, this is only fixed into one screw at the back here, and I've added this block here with this screw here, which is pushing the block in and out, just to get the sensitivity right on the switch. So I've got that there. The casing that this switch is in is from the lower half of the microwave lock, so I utilised that for this. The switches were very tough to push. I mean, I know the power is off at the moment, but this switch here, I mean, it is quite hard to push. So what I've done here is there's get a little pointing stick, bring you in. You see there's a little half moon spring there. So what I've had to do is I've had to remove that spring, squeeze it in a little bit, and then put it back in again. So when you're operating, hard to do with one hand, but when you're operating this, when it pushes down, it's much easier to push down. There's a lot less load on the motor as well. Now these two switches are wired in series, so either one can power the motor at any one time, but this is a off-on switch, so I push to switch on, and this is a off-on switch, so this, when the button is released, powers the motor, if you understand my meaning. So what I have to do is push and hold this button for it to start, and then as it passes over the switch I can then let go, and it will continually run then until it comes back around, pushes on this lever again to operate the switch, which then turns it off. Another thing about the wiring is under here there's a circuit board under here from the microwave, which powered the motor. For the turntable, it also powered the light, and it also powered what was it now? The fan at the back as well. So I've got my live and neutral going into the circuit board, and then I've got my earth to the one side there as well. And then coming from the circuit board are then the two wires that run, one runs directly to the motor, and the other wire runs through all these different switches here, and then back to the motor. I hope I've explained that well enough. Again, if you've got any questions whatsoever, please let me know and I will try and answer them the best I can. I've added weights to the turntable as well. I actually weighed a locomotive and it was about 380 grams, I think it was. Yeah, 380 grams. So what I've done is I've added enough weights up to the total of 400 grams. So that I can give this a proper good test without damaging any locos. So that's it for now. What I'm going to do is I'm going to get back onto the track work for now. I will be playing a little bit more with this in the near future. I'll be smoothing all this lot out here and adding the wall along the sides here, and then getting it fitted. Welcome back everybody, I hope you're enjoying the turntable series so far. There will be one more part I think to come, which will be covering the painting of it and everything else, making it actually look like a proper turntable. Anyway, another thing I'd like to say is a big thank you to all the new subscribers that have come to the channel. Really honestly do appreciate every subscriber that comes on and enjoys watching this channel. I think I've actually almost hit 500 subscribers now. Almost, not quite yet. So yeah, so big thank you very much to you all. Quick update on the layout anyway. Section 3 here is about 90% completed. I've still yet to put the metal strips in under the track here for the magnefusion. Section 4 is in the process of being built now. I've got a basic track plan for that. The incline is built already for that as well. I will give you a quick talk. To add an extra piece into the corner here for the turntable, and the section in front of me here that has to be slightly wider as well to accommodate the turntable. Original plans were that the turntable was just going to be loco in, turn, loco out, in one way, in and out one way, and then coupled up here on section 4. But because of space problems that I've got on here at the minute, what I've decided to do is have it so that locos can go straight through the turntable and then into a siding at the station here. That's the initial plan anyway. So I'll look more into that when I get over here, which won't be very long now. So I've just got underlay to fit on this section, on this base section here now. Get the track pinned down, holes drilled for the points and other bits and pieces that I need to do on there. Then the dreaded wiring. I really do hate wiring. I really do, but needs must. Then once I've done that, I can then rebuild the section here in front of the window, get the turntable fitted, and then start looking to build the new station over here. Original plans were that Finnerton Central was going to be rebuilt in pretty much the same way as it was on the old layout, but with all the added extras that I'm putting into it, like the extra line, because there was only 3 lines going through Finnerton Central, there's now going to be 4, plus a siding as well for the turntable. I've decided I'm just going to build an entire new station altogether. It's not going to look anything like the old station at all. So that's the plan for that. The goal to complete the loop for September is still looking very likely. And for your eagle-eyed viewers, you have noticed I have a new train as well. I have the new Class 91 with the Swallow Intercity 225 livery. I purchased that one recently from Dave Angel Trains. A lot of you viewers will know already that I deal a lot with this company. He is a local company that works from home, and he does an awful lot of local model shows as well. Okay, so I've wrapped it on long enough now. I'm going to leave you to it, and happy modelling, people. Take care for now.